Here's the bike I'd like to share with you today. It's Ducati's Multistrada 1260S. So what I'm up to at the moment is I've got to pre-deliver the bike. That's why it's got the seat and battery out of it. I've also got to fit up a few accessories. So when that's all done, I will run you through some of the features of the bike. But the accessories I need to put on: the top box to store all the luggage. So here's all the brackets and the racking system to suit that. We've already put the seat inserts in so we could raise the height of the seat for the customer. A centre stand, which is a bit of a must-have item for the touring bike, so you can oil your chain and whatnot. Tank bag, which has a power supply adapter, so you can charge your phone, do all that sort of stuff. What else have we got here? Yeah, these are basically the inserts for the top of the top box. So you buy them like that, and if you've got a grey one, you bolt the grey covers on. You buy, a red one, you put the red covers on. So that's about it. So I'll get to the pre-delivery side of it, get through all that. We'll fire up the electronics with our diagnostic system and let it come out of transport mode, and we'll fire it up. Now the accessories have been fitted. We've got the tank bag, which has its own power supply. Show you inside. Waterproof case. You can charge your phone and whatnot in here. So that's quite good. Right. Also, we've got your top box. So these hold quite a lot of luggage. And the centre stand's fitted, which wasn't too bad. I'm going to do the key on now for the first time, which will take the bike out of transport mode. So you can hear the suspension doing its thing. So I still think I do have to use our diagnostic tool to take it out of the actual transport mode from memory. Okay, so we have a fault, which is the red guy here. There's no updates. So I'll basically find that fault and then rectify it and start the bike. Generally when you have faults, it's something silly, like the indicator wires can unplug themselves pretty easy. The switch block, sorry. So I fixed the fault. Basically, like I said, it was this connection for the switch block had popped out. So now the hazards aren't flashing. Still got our errors over here, which we can go and delete now. If you get one of these bikes, basically you just have a play around with the buttons, like getting a new mobile phone. You need to play with the buttons to figure out how to use it. So, but in short, these are the buttons here: up, down, and enter. So if I push the down arrow, I'm able to scroll through the trip meters and whatnot. Okay. If I push the up arrow, reverses it. But you need to get into the settings menu to be able to modify stuff. So if I push enter, I'm in the riding mode area, and then I'm able to actually modify certain things of the bike, whether it's the screen display, or it can tell you when you need a service. So you stop on the one which is highlighted, and you just push enter, and it shows you when your service is due or how many months you've got left. Tire calibration if you put a different profile tire on. Bluetooth to be able to connect up to your mobile phone. It can display messages on the dashboard if someone calls. Self-cancelling indicators, info, which is your battery voltage, etc. Exit. But to basically go through and change the riding modes while you're riding down the road, you can't be on that settings menu. You got to come up one, and then you basically, as long as you're not in any of at the menu that says setting, you're able to push the hold the mode button down like this, and then select which preset riding mode you would like. So at the moment it's in Enduro, it's a bit hard to see, Urban. If I go to Enduro and push the button, you'll hear the suspension change. I can actually feel the bike going up. It's very cool. So end of the day, basically, don't be in settings mode. So don't be there with it highlighted. Just go up one or two, and then hold this button down. I can show you. It brings up which mode you'd like to be in by pushing the button, and then you hold it down to select it. Okay, and that's it. So let's bring up the riding modes again. You can also go in to each of these modes and modify them. So Urban is low power. The quick shifter up and down's on. The traction control, the wheelie control, ABS are all set differently. Touring is medium power, and everything else has changed slightly. Sport is high power. So yeah, you can actually change all these. That's a quick look in the dash, and you just exit to get out of it. Okay, so here's some of the features of the bike. Basically, you've got the up and down quick shifter, which they work very good. We've got the electronic suspension, skyhook suspension, makes the bike ultra smooth, and it predicts or sensors how fast the wheel's going up and down, and modifies the suspension accordingly. What else we got? We've got the smaller monoblock calipers and the bigger discs. We've got the color display, which is only on the S models, which I've showed you. What else are we having? We've got the cornering ABS, and we've got the cornering lights. So there's some little lights in here that light up when you take a corner. Also, it's got wheelie control, different safety features built into the bike. So with all that said, let's start her up. So we've never started the bike before. thought I'd better show you the bike with its seats on, since I had the diagnostic stuff plugged into it for most of the video. So that's the seat area. Very comfortable. Thanks for watching. Let us know in the comments what other bikes you'd like to see videoed in the Ducati range. Cheers.